Good morning. It's Monday and I'm Nancy Joy. Today's my husband Mark's birthday. Happy birthday, Mark. Anyway, today's quote is from Barnbara Hand Clow's book, The Pleiadian Agenda, which I spoke about last week. I was somehow really guided to pick up this book and reread it. It's an older book from 1996 that I have saved. And I know now why, because this made so much sense to me. Here's the quote. Feelings are the only way you can move yourself out of linear time and space while you are in the human body, since this is the access point for beings in other realities to communicate with you. Now, just even that makes sense to me. I mean, of course, you're talking to me who's devoted my life to understanding my own emotions and helping people understand theirs with the help of Ezekiel, the emotional field of humanity. However, she had a diagram in this book of the dimensions. I've always known dimensions aren't a hierarchy, because the only place things are linear is here in the first, second, third dimension, and nowhere else are things linear. But here's this linear diagram that just put everything into perspective. I'm going to do something really different. I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to try to make it so you can see it. Gosh, I'm having a little difficulty here with this. Let's see. Okay. Oopsie. All right. Well, this is good enough. So here you are. 1D is the center of the earth. 2 is the Telluric Realm. You know, that's the elements, the minerals, the crystals, the metals. 3D, of course, is us. It's our human world. Everything living, plants, insects, animals, cetaceans, and humans, of course. That's in the 3D realm. And then you go to the 4D. Now look at 4D. 4D is a canopy over the first 3 dimensions, from which radiating like star rays is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensions. So there you have it. Just remember that. So this canopy of the 4th dimension that literally covers our first 3, you can look at it that it keeps us stuck in linear space and time, or you can look at it that it's there holding the frequency of our experience, that we came to Earth to have the human experience of duality and to understand emotions. So the 4th dimensional canopy is where your thoughts become reality. It holds all your feelings, all your emotions, all your fears, and also your joy. It holds your dramas. So there's all the archetypes there, all the stories, biblical stories and ancient stories and archetypes of goddess and Greek mythology and on and on. They're all those stories are held in place in the 4th dimension because they all reflect back to us ourselves. So that is the dimension of exploration for us, for humans, to move ourselves to coming back to our rightful soul beings as creator gods, as galactic human beings, when, and as we now are, accessing the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensions and using them all together. No longer are you in a dimension and who's going to be in this dimension. No matter what beings are in what dimension, for example, Pleiadians are in the 5th and Syrians are in the 6th and, you know, on and on. It doesn't matter because these beings are out of the canopy of the 4th dimension as we are now moving, and they can work with any of the dimensions, and that's being multidimensional, is it not? And I believe that we more and more, of course, are, because many of us, most of us, have been really working on our inner journeys, working on understanding our emotions and allowing them to become our teachers. So the only way through it is through it. Trying to hide from your feelings, trying to keep creating dramas to keep them at bay, it isn't going to work because they're all stored there, and that's your access point through to where you find the new earth, to where you find the peace, to where you find integration, to where you find joy, and to where you're able to integrate things that before polarized you or created duality for you or pain for you. So it's going to be, it is an interesting journey. It's going to continue to be an interesting journey. Keep that diagram in mind because it's so useful to imprint in your cells. We're so used to thinking of dimensions in this way, and this opens a whole broad spectrum. So examine your feelings this Monday morning. Look at your dramas. Pay attention to your archetypes and dive right in there because that's where you're communicating and how you're reaching beings that are downloading so much more wonderful galactic and spiritual information to us right now. Enjoy, have a great week, and I'll see you here again next Monday.